is Margaret Bannon. Welcome to Yoga for Tennis. I am both a tennis pro and a yoga instructor, and today I'm going to show you a little flow that I like to do before I step out onto the court as a warm-up. This comes from one of my teachers, Baxter Bell, and he has a really fun YouTube channel that you might follow as well for additional videos. So he calls this Lying Vinyasa 1. I'm choosing to do this because it incorporates a lot of the movements that you might do as a standing dynamic warm-up on court. However, I find that I really like this supported on the ground version because in the morning I don't necessarily feel like I want to do too much movement and I feel a little more supported. So I'm going to show you this, which occurs on the back, and the idea is that you move with smaller movements and then you build if it feels okay. In other words, not taking the movement to the max initially, but easing into it. So let me show you what this looks like just a couple times through, and then you might try a couple on your own and see if it works nicely for you. So I'm going to come onto my back, and I'm going to extend my legs long. I'm going to wait for an inhale, and as I inhale, I'm going to reach my arms up overhead. And as I exhale, I'm going to hug my knee in towards my chest. Okay, so I'm starting off on the left side here just so that you can see a little easier. On the inhale, I'm going to guide my left leg open so I can bring my right arm into cactus position or half of a T here. And then as I exhale, I'm going to roll over onto the side. The same idea, depending on how it feels, you can change how you're holding the arm, maybe even bring the hand to the belly. On my next inhale, I'm going to come back to center and bring my hands behind my thigh. I'm not going to necessarily straighten my leg completely, just getting a taste for that hamstring stretch. And then as I exhale, I'm going to hug the knee in. And then as I inhale, I'm going to reach my arms up overhead as I lower the leg. And as I next exhale, I'm going to hug the opposite side in. Again, I'll come to inhale and guide my right leg open, just getting a taste for the movement. And as I exhale, I'll come over to the opposite side, gently twisting to comfort. Inhale, I'll come back to center. I'll bring my hands behind the thigh and I'll get a taste for straightening the leg upward. Exhaling, I'll hug the knee in towards the chest. So I'm going to do that 2 more times just so that you can see. Ideally, once you start to learn the pattern, you're trying to move on your own breath, meaning you're not moving to what you heard me call, but you're going to what's most natural to you. So you might take slower movements, you might take faster movements than what you see me doing. But the idea here is that you ease into these types of movements, really helpful for stepping out onto the tennis court. Again, you notice I'm not taking anything to an extreme. I am preparing the body. So I've just done that a couple times through. However, you might want to go through that several rounds. My teacher suggests about 6 times each side, and so depending on how much time I have, I might do that 4, 5, 6 times, and then I might actually hold some postures if I'm feeling something interesting, if something needs to be addressed. So again, really helpful as a warm-up for the hips, for the hamstrings, for the spine, just to get things moving so that we feel a little more prepared on court. And so try that out. Hopefully that works nicely for you. Thank you for joining me. Yoga for Tennis. Hope to see you soon.